So I've been putting up with the 1080 version of the recordings from my Dahua camera only because I was too cheap, and I've been putting it into my 1080 infrastructure, into these old Florian boxes from eBay, which came as part of the original analog kit, and also some of the IP cameras that I bought. But they literally are chalk and cheese, a bucket of crap compared to the quality of the camera that I've got here. However, as you can see, it's not great. Not great at all. Which is all going to change because now I shelled out on one of these. So pretty soon we're going to change over to the new Dahua NVR. Thank you very much to cheapalarmparts.com.au. Again, these guys have come through with a great product. So we're going to swap out our old crappy DVR and pop in the NVR. Rightio, let's get unboxing. What do we got? Just open up the tabs up the top here. Some bits and pieces in here. And that'll fit quite nicely on my shelf with the usual bits and pieces on the back. As you can see here, you've got 4 ports, PoE of course, a LAN connection, which of course we need, and VGA and HDMI and a USB for the mouse. Plus, I would guess that would be an audio out. But we'll soon find out and connect all of this up, and of course power. Alright, the Dahua NVR. Alright, what do we get in the accessories box? Well, pretty much what you'd expect, I would imagine. Power supply, cable for power, which is good. There's the supply. Yep, that's all good to go. It looks like a SATA cable. Yep, that looks like a SATA to a connecting cable inside the box. Oh goody, an Ethernet. Yay, need another one of them. Let's see, what have we got here? That will be our data from, power to the SATA. So that's good to know. And what have we got here? A little bit of infrastructure, which is good. Some screws and bits and pieces, which is great. Some instructions, and what is in here? What do we have in this little goodie box? A mouse! Need one of those, although we've got a couple of those already. So, alright, that's what's inside the accessory box. Oh, and it looks like a scanny thing so that I can pop that into my software and some instructions. So let's get into it. Alright, we're just going to open up the actual box itself. Okay, we've removed those 2 screws from the back. We've removed the 2 from the side. And now we should be able to just open the unit. And there we go. Not much to it, probably why they call it the Lite series. But it looks pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Just pop in the bits and pieces. So down over here, as per any kind of normal computer, you've got a power connection, which is here, which is the power to the SATA data cable by the looks of it, which was supplied, which is coming out of that port there, and then up you go. So it doesn't seem too hard at all. This seems to go one way, which is good. So it can only go one way, the white cable, because it clicks into place like so. So there you go. Now you've got your power for your hard drive. And the blue one is a standard SATA connector, and one end of course is going into the little cavity down here, which we showed earlier. So let's see what I've done there. And this connector will just go, and it can also only go one way. You'll see that there is a, if you look closely, you'll actually see there are grooves in the plastic here. So if I zoom in just a little bit, you see there's a little lip on the right hand side there. That means that's where the cable has to go. So it can only go one way. So in that sense, we would be going this way. And there it is, snapped into place nice and easily. And we're now ready for our hard drive. We're using a Western Digital Black SSD, and there is a side view of where the cables go. You can see you can't really get that wrong because they only go one way. Let's see if I can turn that down a bit. So yeah, there's actually grooves on each side, so the cables can only go one way, so that should be easy. And there you have it, that's the hard drive installed inside the NVR itself, ready to go. Okay, time to hook up the box. So basically on the back here we've got 4 PoE ports, power supply. So your cameras go into one or all of those PoE ports, which stands for Power over Ethernet. And the port next to it is for your LAN connection to actually be on the cloud. The VGA adapter is if you want to run your screen as a VGA, or you can run HDMI. We're going to run VGA. Alright, let's get hooking it up. Alright, it's all powered up, it's all connected up at the back. VGA, the camera, the LAN port, and the power. And now we're waiting for the connection source to hit my PC over here. It's just working out what its output is. And we'll see what happens. Oh, doesn't want to do it. Okay, we just have to change the range. There we go, change the range, and it should now connect up and start talking to us. And there we go, it's found what it needs to talk to. It's now basically just asking me for setup parameters. Let's go with PAL because we're in Australia. And English is fine. Location. Well, we are in Australia, so that's Andoria. Let's go to Andoria. No, let's not do that. Here we go, device initialization, I agree. Melbourne, Sydney, yep, that'll do. System time is not right, so we're going to change that of course. Right now it is 11, change that to 57. That'll do. And today is the 28th of the 11th, so that's all correct. Hit next. Just for now, I'm not going to pop a password on it. Oh, it wants one. Oh, that's annoying. We won't be showing you that. Well, after some settings and putting in some details which, to be honest, were a bit personal, it's not difficult at all. The system itself pretty much is just a next click, and I've got a much smoother look now. It's amazing. The Dahua system with the NVR is just an absolute must. Yeah, get onto cheapalarmparts.com.au, cheapalarmparts.com.au, and grab yourself a deal. These things are amazing.